Good morning students. In this video we will discuss some numericals related to electric energy and electric power. Let us start with a numerical. How to calculate the electricity consumption at home. At home we use many devices, light, fan, heater, many devices we are using. And at the end of the month we are getting the electricity bill. How this electricity bill calculation is done? You know, the commercial unit of electric energy is kilowatt hour. Electric energy can be measured in joule also, but commercial unit is kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour is 36 lakh joules. It was discussed in the previous video. Then for bill calculation, energy consumption we have to calculate in kilowatt hour, means power must be calculated in kilowatt, time should be in hour. Then when power is multiplied with the time, you will get the work or energy. Look at this equation. Power is work upon time. So work is power into time, or work or energy can be found out by one more formula, that is power into time. So total 5 equations are there to calculate the energy. This last equation is derived from this one. P is equal to W by T. Power is work upon time. So work is power into time. So by using power into time we can calculate the electric energy or energy consumed. Listen one numerical. This is from page number 192. One example is given. If one tube light of 40 watt and two fans of 100 watt are used for 10 hours and a heater of 1000 watt is used for 1 hour, calculate the electric energy consumed in 1 month and the cost of it if cost of 1 unit is 5 rupees. Listen here, one tube light of 40 watt power and two fans of 100 watt used for 10 hours. One tube light and two fans, their power is different, both are working for 10 hours, and a heater of 1000 watt is used for 1 hour. So first we will calculate daily how much energy these devices are consuming. Consider the case of tube light. Its power is 40 watt. Then you have to convert it into kilowatt, because your answer should come in kilowatt hour unit. 1 kilowatt hour is known as 1 unit and the cost is given per unit, per kilowatt hour. So we will convert it into kilowatt by dividing with 1000. 40 by 1000. That is 0.04 kilowatt. That is the power of the tube light. And its working time is 10 hours. Time is 10 hours. So what is the energy consumed by this bulb for a day? Energy is equal to power into time. This equation. Power already we have written in kilowatt, time is in hour. So power is 0.04 kilowatt into time is 10 hour. So answer will come. When you multiply you will get to 0.4. Unit is kilowatt hour. Your answer should come in kilowatt hour unit. That is why power I wrote in kilowatt and time in hour. In any numerical, if it is not done so, first you have to convert power into kilowatt, time into hour, then multiply power with the time, then the energy consumed you will get in kilowatt hour unit. So 0.4 kilowatt hour energy the tube light consumes per day. Similarly, let us calculate for fan. Two fans are there. One fan is of power 100 watt. So 2 fans means 100 plus 100, 200 watt. This also you have to convert into kilowatt as you did earlier, divide with 1000. Then you will get 0.2 kilowatt. This is the power and the time is 1 hour. No, it is also 10 hours. Both are working for same time. So energy is power into time. 0.2 kilowatt is the power, time is 10 hour. So you will get the answer as 2 kilowatt hour. Look at the unit. Power in kilowatt, time in hour. So 2 kilowatt hour energy is consumed by 2 fans per day. One more device is there, a heater of power 1000 watt is used for 1 hour. Next one is heater. Its power is given 1000 watt. Convert it into kilowatt, then you will get 1 kilowatt. Divide with 1000, then 1 kilowatt. Time 1 hour. Time is given as 1 hour. So energy is power into time. 1 kilowatt is the power, time is 1 hour. So 1 kilowatt hour. So these are the energies consumed by the devices for 1 day. 1 tube light, 2 fans and 1 heater. So let us calculate the total energy consumption for a day. You have to add these three. This is the energy consumed by the tube light. This is the energy consumed by 2 fans. This is the energy consumption by heater. So total energy, you have to add it. 1 plus 2 plus 0.4. That is 3.4 kilowatt hour. This is the energy consumption for 1 day. Then total energy for 30 days. Average we take always as 30 days for 1 month. So 3.4 into 30. This much kilowatt hour is the energy consumption for 1 month. Now cost you have to calculate. It is given that 1 kilowatt hour or 1 unit cost is 5 rupees. So for these many kilowatt cost is 3.4 into 30 into 5 rupees. This is the electricity bill for these devices running for the given time. This is the way electricity bill is calculated. This numerical is from page number 192 and the answer printed in your book is wrong. Last step, cost 5 rupees per unit is given, but here they have in calculation they have used 4.5 rupees. So printed answer is wrong. 510 rupees is the correct answer. Next numerical, solved example, page number 192. First question. Calculate the energy released by a room heater which draws a current of 5 ampere at 220 volt for 2 minutes. Look at the circuit. This is the heater and the current flowing in the circuit is given 5 ampere. I value is 5 ampere and the voltage given is 220 volt and it is working time is 2 minutes. Calculate the energy released by this room heater. How much heat will be released from this device in such a situation? V is given, I is given, T is given. So energy released or work done in an electric circuit, you can calculate by equations which I had written earlier. 5 equations are there, and here the suitable equation is VIT, energy. Here energy is heat energy. Energy is equal to VIT. V is 220, I is 5 ampere. Time should be in seconds. Then you will get the answer in joule unit. 2 minutes means 120 seconds. So multiply here, your answer will come in joule unit. In previous numerical, since it was electricity bill calculation, we were calculating the answer in kilowatt hour unit. Here in joules we have calculated the energy consumed. Next question. Second one, same page, second one. 2 bulbs are marked 60 watt 220 volt, another one 60 watt 110 volt. Find the ratio of their resistances. 60 watt 220 volt, the other one is 60 watt 110 volt. These are the ratings. And you have to find out the resistance ratio. Let the resistance of the first bulb R1 and here R2. And you have to find out R1 R2 ratio. P and V are given. Power voltage rating is given. So by using the formula P is equal to V square by R you can calculate. R is V square by P. So for the first bulb, find out the resistance of the filament by using the value V here 220, P here 60. Do the same thing here. Here P value is 60, V value is 110. So you will get the resistance of both the bulbs and get its ratio. That is second question. Now next question, third one. Calculate the resistance of 60 watt bulb connected to 220 volt supply. This is 60 watt bulb connected to 220 volt supply. P and V are given. And find out the resistance. So use the formula P is equal to V square by R. Therefore R is equal to V square by P. 220 into 220 by P is 60. Your answer will come 806.7 ohm. That is the resistance of this filament. Next part of the question is, if two such bulbs are connected with the supply of 220 volt in series, what happens to the brightness? Look at the case with a single bulb. This bulb requires 220 volt and you are supplying the required 220 volt here. So the bulb will have its maximum brightness. Bulb can glow with its maximum power or maximum brightness since we are providing the required voltage. Voltage required is 220, that much we are providing. Now in the second part it is asked, if you join one more bulb in series, what will happen to its brightness? The diagram goes like this. This is the first bulb and one more we are adding to same supply of 220 volt. And bulbs are similar bulbs, so both are having resistance of 806.7 ohm. Here also 806.7 ohm. These are the resistance of the bulb, and we can calculate how much current will flow in the circuit. You can find out the brightness in two ways. One method is by finding out the current. The current in these two circuits are different. Here how will you find out I? Use the formula P is equal to VI. I is equal to P by V. P is here, V is here. Dividing with P with V, you will get I. How will you find out I value in this circuit? I value you can find out by the formula V by R. V is 220. R means sum of these two because these two are in series. So you have to add them. Total resistance will be 806.7 into 2. Series circuit they are. So R is 806.7 into 2. So you can find out I by the formula V by R. So here you will get I, and here I you can find out by the formula P by V. And you will see that here the current is decreased. I value is decreased, so the brightness of these bulbs will decrease. Or you may solve it in another way. In this case, second method you listen. In this case, the bulb will have brightness or power of 60 watt. What will be the power of these bulbs? Even though the labeling is 60 watt, the bulb will not have 60 watt power here. The reason is this 220 volt, it is getting divided among the two bulbs. You remember the characteristics of series circuit. The applied voltage is getting divided among the devices. So the voltage available for each bulb will be 110 volt each. V1 plus V2, that is equal to V. That is the characteristic of series circuit. So the voltage available for each bulb is only 110 volt. The required voltage is 220, that much is not available. So power of this bulb will be V square by R. V square means 100. Power now is V square by R, 110. That is the voltage. R is here 806.7. So when you do this calculation, you will get the power, and you will see that the power of the bulb is not 60 watt now. When you are providing a voltage of 220, its power was 60 watt. Here the voltage is getting reduced, thereby current also decreases. In that way you can give the reason for the less brightness of the bulb, or you can directly calculate the power and show that power now is less than 60 watt, so brightness decreases. So this question can be solved in two ways. Next, question number 4 from page number 193. A heater is marked 2.5 kilowatt, 250 volt. Means power is 2.5 kilowatt, voltage required is 250 volt. Calculate the running cost for 2 hours at the rate of 0.6 rupees per unit. How much energy it consumes, you have to calculate first. For that, use the formula energy is equal to power into time. Power is already given in kilowatt, 2.5 kilowatt, and time also given in hours. So very easily you can calculate how many kilowatt hour energy it consumes. 5 kilowatt hour energy it consumes, and 1 unit 0.6 rupees. So for this the cost is 5 into 0.6, that means 3 rupees. That is the cost. Next question 5. A bulb is marked 100 watt 220 volt. An electric heater is marked 2 kilowatt 220 volt. What is the ratio of resistances? For the bulb, P and V are given. For heater also P and V are given. Power and voltage of both the devices are given. And you can find out the resistance in both cases. Use the formula P is equal to V square by R, and then find out the you will get the resistance of both the devices. You can do it by yourself. Second part, in which of the above two devices a thicker lead is used? Lead means wire is used. For the connection of a bulb and heater, we don't use the same type of wire. That is decided by the current factor. I you can find out. In both cases, find out I by using the formula P is equal to VI. And here, when you calculate I, you will see the I value here is higher than the I value of the bulb. Where I value, current value is high, there thicker wire is used. So here, for the heater connection, you have to use thicker wire. That is question number 5. Question number 6. Calculate the electrical energy consumed in 1 minute in each of the resistors in the circuit. One diagram is given. Let me make it. This is the given circuit diagram. There are two resistors in parallel. One is 6 ohm, other one is 3 ohm. It is connected to a 12 volt battery. You know the characteristic of parallel combination. When certain resistors are joined in parallel to a battery, both the resistors will get the same voltage. So here R value for each branch is given and V value will be 12 volt. For both the resistors it will be 12 volt since they are parallelly connected. In series connection, as you have seen one of the previous numericals, it gets divided. In previous numerical, two bulbs, similar bulbs were joined in series to a battery of 220 volt. So it is getting divided equally, 120 volt, 110 volt to one bulb, 110 volt to the other bulb, because they were of same resistance, similar bulbs. In this case, the resistors are in a parallel way. When resistors are in parallel, both will get the same common constant voltage. So V value for each resistor is given and it is working for a time of 1 minute. Working time is 1 minute, that means 60 seconds for both. So find out the energy consumed in each of these devices. This symbol of resistance is given. It can be any device. So how much energy is consumed in these two devices, you have to find out. For energy, here the suitable formula is V square T by R. Since you know these three, use the formula energy is equal to V square T by R. Here also same formula and find out how much energy is consumed in each device. Next question, page number 194. Two bulbs are rated 100 watt 120 volt and 10 watt 120 volt. They are connected in parallel across 120 volt source. Find the current in each bulb and resistance of each bulb. Let us make the diagram first. See the diagram. Two bulbs are joined in parallel and power and voltage rating of each bulb is given. And they are joined in parallel to a voltage source of 120 volt. Here the voltage required for both the bulbs are 120 volt each, and here the source is 120 volt and they are joined in parallel, so both the devices will get the required voltage. The voltage requirement here is 120 and here the provided voltage is 120. So the bulbs can have maximum efficiency. Then you are asked to find out how much is the current flowing through these branches. Here you know the current flow will happen in this direction. This is the main current. At this point current gets split into two parts, or current flow happens in two branches. Here the current in this branch I have labeled as I1 and here I2. And you know I1 plus I2 will be equal to I. Main current is equal to the sum of branch currents. You are asked to find out I1 and I2. How will you find out? You can use Ohm's law formula. I is equal to V by R. V means the voltage across this resistor or bulb, that is 120 volt. R means resistance of this bulb. That resistance is unknown. That you can find out by the formula P is equal to V square by R. So first you find out resistance of this bulb. From power and voltage you can find out resistance. Okay. From resistance and voltage, from V and R, I you can find out, and do the same thing here. First find out resistance of this bulb. It will not be same because the power is different. V is same but P is different. So resistance of these two bulbs you have to find out by this formula P is equal to V square by R. Then current through each branch you can find out by the formula V by R. V is 120 and R is different. So you will get what is the current flowing in each branch. Same page, 8th question. A geyser is rated 2 kilowatt and operates 2 hours a day with 200 volt mains. Calculate the monthly bill at the rate of rupees 1.9 per unit. Per unit means per kilowatt hour. So you have to calculate monthly how much kilowatt energy it consumes. Power is given as 2 kilowatt and time is given 2 hours. So no conversion is required. Daily 2 hours this device is working, geyser is working, and its power is 2 kilowatt. So what is the energy consumed per day? That is power into time. That is 2 kilowatt into 2 hour. That means 4 kilowatt hour per day. Then for 30 days, how much energy for 30 days? This is energy for 1 day. 4 kilowatt hour. Energy consumption for 30 days. That is 4 into 30 kilowatt hour. Then cost. 1 unit cost is 1.9. So these many units. 4 into 30, 120 units into 1.9 rupees. This is the electricity bill. Now these type of numericals are there in your textbook exercise. On page number 195, total 18 questions are given. You try to solve it. Okay, thank you. One more point, numericals from this topic are very important. It used to come in the board exam. So while solving, if you find any difficulty, you may send the doubt in my WhatsApp number 9532609768. Even though space is provided in the online site to ask the queries, you might have seen the space to write the answer there is very less. So to answer the numericals, it is very difficult in that given space. So better you WhatsApp the doubts to me. It is easy for me to answer them. Okay, thank you.